Hello everyone, it's Terry, and this is going to be a June 2024 Orchid Jungle update. And it won't be that long. Let's start in the cage. And I have a couple of things down here. Primarily some Angraecoids that are doing very well that I am so proud to show off. This is a Kachikiana. And this is another Kachikiana, I believe, yes, that I got in Italy, and that's a new leaf. This is Orangus carnea. That's giving me a new leaf. And then to the left here is my Orangus distincta, which I thought I had lost. But lo and behold, you see down in there, underneath, that moss is a new leaf coming out. Yay. So that is very good to report. Thought that was a goner. And then here is Kirkii, Orangus Kirkii. And that as well, maybe it's not giving me a new leaf, but it's still looking good. Okay, now let's go down this way, and I'm gonna come back to that. Let's just stick with the Angraecoids, and first off, here is Angraecum Joyce Stewart. And beautifully in full bloom. You see the spur, very glistening flower, pure white, sequential. There is a night fragrance, and then to the left is Angraecum Gemstar. And this has been in full bloom for a couple of weeks now. Maybe just a week. Both of these have night fragrance. Okay, next to that is Yuri. Let me take the mouse away so we can. It's Orangus Victoria Nile. And that's giving me a new leaf as well. Down below here is Orangus Ludio alba, and it is still doing okay, keeping it pretty moist. High humidity is the key. Intermediate temperatures to get some good bit of shade down here. Next to this, up above here, is my Orangus punctata. And this is a new leaf that is maturing, that is still growing. We'll see. To the left here, with this nice juicy green root, this is my Oranthes Onrichi, doing good. And then above here is my Orangus Samalensis that I got in Italy as well. Samalensis. Okay, shit, I didn't catch it after all, but it landed in water. Some consolation for that. And it is also producing a new leaf. Over here is across, this is Pioneer, Orangus Pioneer. And here, Orangus Tava Gumi. All right, that's that. Here is my Stanhopeia cornuta times Tigrina the Predator. And it's giving me a few new growths. Has to be root bound, completely root bound in order for it to bloom. We just fertilize, and water while it's growing. And then here is a Coryhopia, which is red Martian. And I did notice that it is giving me some new roots around the plant. There's some down in there. These enjoy a lot of water. Doesn't really like to dry out. Okay, let's go back out. Okay. So, first we come to, this is my Dan Finleyanum. I think. No, this is not Dan Finleyanum. This is Signatum. I'm pretty sure. But it's just been mounted onto this cork mount. Down here is my Epi Parkinsonianum. And I am nursing this back into shape. It's kind of beat up right now, but it got fertilized today and yesterday. To the left here, still blooming, is Encyclia odoratissima, or Encyclia patens. Still got that fragrance to it. Beautiful. Let's see, still in bloom. Very long blooming Encyclia amburii. And Angraecoid golden star sunburst. I always want to say starburst. Still very beautiful. There's another Angraecoid here. This is my Angraecoid or Angus Alicei. This is my crematatum that is going to survive. This is Lac Minar. Encyclia Lac Minar. Then here we come to the very, very fragrant Phalaenopsis class. Hi, Moisey. Bye. And this thing is so fragrant. The tag is, it's buried in there. I'll put the name up. Maxillaria tenifolia, Yamada. Still very coconutty. Over here, this is Bulbophyllum Wade Hollaback, giving me a nice growth, and there may be another growth on the other side. Here's my Den Falciparum, doing good. This is Bulbophyllum Medusa. What else is here? Really waiting on some of these Passavolas to do something. This is the Gongora here, Grossa. This is my Crazy Arachno, Passavola Crazy Arachno. That should be getting ready to give me some bloom spikes. Down here, this is another Aranthes, Neoperii. And then to the right of here, this is my Angraecum Scottianum, doing good. And here is my Cattleya Irricolor. Got that new growth going. And here is my Nemaria Wallisii. and still looking for a growth, but those bulbs are good. And it's all been repotted. Up here, this is my Gigantea cross with Equestris, giving me a new leaf there. There's a flower left on this Encyclia diffusum, no, densiflorum. God, I want to diffuse them. Here's Encyclia roughly profuse. And down here is Peppy Sylvia White. Love that flower, and it's fragrant. Now, backing up a bit. Let's see, what did I miss? Here's another one of my Angraecoids. And that just finished blooming. This is Encyclia Sudabec. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that, but it's giving me a new growth there. That's from Orchid. I got that at Redlands. Okay, now down here, these are my coated Lacturias. This is my Dendrobium Johnsonii. And then I've got Rhodostictum that is just going with the flower. And then back here is another Rhodostictum. This is Cattleya pinicorota, just giving me a nice, big, strong growth there. Let's see. This is my Perennii, Prosalvula Perennii. Not really waked up. This hasn't really woke up yet. Here, down here is my Encyclia osmantha. Amazingly fragrant. Amazing. So rich. And this is my Stacyi, the Trichocentrum Stacyi. Up there is my Gatton Sunray, Dendrobium Gatton Sunray. This is a Copper Queen. And that's all in front of my Prosalvula alcalis. Back this way, here's a Cattleya borongiana. Then I've got my Chisis way up here. More Prosalvulas. This is a Bepi Phoenix Kona. And this is a Gastrochylis oblique, which is putting out some new roots. This is an Arangus articulata that has just been repotted. And that's a Gastrochylis here. This is my Lolophyllum Fletcherianum. And that leaf is still going. And this bulb over here has that. What's that? And it's not, no, it's not focused. Terrible. Hopefully you can see that. What else is there? Here is my Finleyanum. Den Finleyanum. It's putting out kikis. Back here is my Silogeny Pandarata, about to bloom again. And here is Aranthis caudata. In front here is Tridactyl caudata, bicaudata. These are Angraecoids. This is a very tiny Aranthis ramosa, and here is Angraecum vigriere. Okay. Let's see. This is just marinating. There's my Bokudii. This is some Basava hybrids. Here and here. Up here are some Trichocentrums. This is my Lantianum. This is Tigrina times Nanum. And that's Encyclia amicta. And here is my Trichocentrum superbum. Here, let me see about this. This is about to bloom. This is my Lacartia. And I tell you, it is about to bloom. Little yellow, nice flowers that come from the back. You can see how it's getting kind of bumpy there. Yeah, I have a lot of my highlight-loving encyclias over here. Blasting them out. As Josh likes to say, this is my Crotus here, Encyclia Macrotus. And then this is Orchid, Odom's Orchid, whatever that is. Moving on back, there's my Big Den Speciosum. There's my Encyclia, this is Cordillera rosea. There is an Angraecoid. I think that's Crestwood, or it could be Vici. And then down there is Trichocentrum cuquat. What else? Here is Trichocentrum sprucei. No, cumine. And then this one is sprucei, where they need some water. And this is a diurna here, Encyclia diurna. And this is Angraecoid Xerophyllum, which is a subspecies of viburnum. I think that's a viburnum as well. Here's my Bolophyllum Echinolabium. And this one is Mansion. Here's a little amicta. This is Aniata, which I thought was in spite, but looks like it's blasted again. But perhaps that sheath in there is going to produce something. Here's my Encyclia Parviflora, and that is a Tigrina cross. No, not Tigrina. It's this color crossed with something. Dendrobium. Here's my, that's Parviflorum, I think. Yeah, Encyclia Parviflorum. And this is another, a lot of times, Kruger or somebody. Savannah. Giving me nice new growths. Here's one I got from Jim. And this is also putting up growths. Here is my Martin Wolf, C. Cattleya Martin Wolf times 4 to stars. Down here is Encyclia Orchid times 10 pincers. Those dark flowers. And the fragrance is amazing. Big plant. Here's my Vita Lee, Memoria Vita Lee. That is so hard to grow. But I think that's about it, folks. Really. I think that's it. Let's see what's happening over here. There's a Docrilla. Here's going to be another bloom on my Samurai. Here's an Encyclia Nectarine. Ciliare, Epidendrum ciliare. And this is that Epidendrum that I got from Josh right here, that I potted up. That's about it. This has still been in spike forever, which is the Phalaenopsis alamanus. And other than that, I think that's about it. yeah, that's about it, folks. So, if you've enjoyed this video, make sure that you press the like button. This is my Angraecoid. Looks like one of the growths blasted that was at the base there. But this other one is doing pretty good. And it gets high light with a little bit of shade from the noonday heat. This is a Encyclia ciliare, I think, or Colostylus now. So, anyway, let's go back to where the fragrance is. Right here. Thanks for watching and enjoy your orchids.